Welcome all, especially who's coming for the first time. It's a pleasure to be here again on Thursdays. And we're going to talk about something that is just continues from what our brother Valdo just read. But one thing that he emphasized on the lecture itself was like, this talks about focus. Gratitude is about focus. Our life is about focus. Whatever you see is where you're going to. If you wake up looking at the powerful nature around us and give blessings for that, you're telling your brain to keep searching for good things. Without knowing, you are just programming your brain to do that as long as you keep doing. So if you wake up thanking for your bed, thanking for your shower, thanking for your car, for your family, for your health, to have relations so far and so on, you are forcing your brain to keep going with this thankful attitude. You will search at least until you get distracted by something else. And this is so powerful that you cannot even understand the extent of that. That creates a real bubble. We talk about a personal bubble, right? Don't pop my bubble, don't get you close. Don't. This is a personal bubble of positive energy that we can do just by saying thanks. Just by searching for reasons to be thankful. And the lecture talks about silence. When you silence yourself, and it's really hard because we can stay sitting here and our brains start going outside. So in this moment, you're not here anymore. You are somewhere else. You can be at the most beautiful beach and you start thinking about work. Boom, all of a sudden you are at your workplace. It doesn't matter you have a beautiful beach around you. You're not looking at it. Your brain is not sync with that. You're not enjoying whatever is around you. So when you silence yourself, that's the time that you get the aha moments. That's the time that you get your brilliant ideas because you connect to your inner self. There is no other way to connect to your inner self without silence yourself. Silence your thoughts. We get 50,000+ thoughts a day. This is a lot. And according to research, 8% are useful. 8% of 50,000 are useful. All the rest is something that happens in the past that probably can happen in the future, or what if? We love what ifs. What if this happened? What if he tells me that? What if my boss do this? And it never happens. And we spend a lot of energy doing this. So, the lecture today is like, let's at least exchange our what ifs for gratitude. What if I can be more grateful for my day? What if I can say a prayer every time I wake up? What if, instead of looking at the wrong habits of my family, of my boss, of my peers, I decide to look at the good side. Everybody has a good and a bad side. We wish it was 50-50. Sometimes the equation is not this way. But still, what if? What if you choose to look at the good side? Then you're forcing your brain to keep looking to the good side. And then your day, it's all good. But don't believe me. Research. And you don't need to research the spiritual literature. Research scientific literature about gratitude, about positive psychology. And you will see, everybody talks about that. But talks doesn't mean do. And one thing that the biggest psychologist on earth told us is that you teach by doing it. That was Jesus Christ. He was not standing still and saying, do this and that will happen. He was go, do, show, and say, now you do it. So if he didn't need to do anything, was doing everything when he was here, why not us? What are we waiting for? Gratitude is a powerful process for shifting your energy and bringing more of what you want into your life. Be grateful for what you already have, and you will attract more good things. It's reasonable, right? But let's understand that a little better. If we think about quantum physics, we know that we are made of atoms, right? Atoms are polarized by energy, right? Our voice, our thoughts, our energy, our spirit is pure energy. If you shift your energy, that is like, today I woke up, I'm not very good. What kind of energy are you sending? Are you emanating? Not so good. Shift your energy. Start thinking about good things. You're going to start sending positive energy. Who's going to come to you? Remember, our thoughts is like a plasma TV to a spiritual world. Whatever you think, your TV is broadcasting. Who's going to watch your programming? Your grid of programs. Whoever likes what you're broadcasting. What are you broadcasting? Tell me, what are you broadcasting? Good things, bad things? Because if you're broadcasting bad things, I don't think good spirits will stop to see it and stay on your side. So we choose. It's always a choice. Remember, it's amazing. To smile, we have to use 53 muscles of our face just to smile. And avoid wrinkles. It's a muscle thing. You can do it, and it's a great exercise. But we don't think about this. We don't think about how beautiful our machine, our body is. We just react to that. It's a lot more. Gratitude is a daily practice that prepares to eternal happiness. And I don't think that anybody here doesn't want to be happy. Oh, no, I don't like happiness. I prefer to be sad. I remember when I was young, when I was a teenager, that I thought it was cool to be Mr. Sad. Because maybe the girls will come to me and say, oh, poor you. And, attract a lot of girls around myself. So it didn't work. It didn't work. I can't tell how many countless times I stay alone in a rock on a beach, pretending that I was Mr. Sad, and nothing happened. Not even a dog came close to me. But probably a lot of good spirits were around me, helping me to keep going on the sadness path. And all of a sudden, yes, I was really sad. And I start just by, maybe I pretend. It was not pretending anymore, because it keeps on going and you don't realize when you cross the line. So, when you are grateful for something, what you say? Thank you, right? Thank you. But there's a big difference in between saying just thank you and being grateful. And the difference is just 2 words. Let's see this. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, thankful and grateful are synonymous, with the exception of 2 operative words. Thankful is conscious of benefits received. Being thankful is to be merely conscious of aware of the actions of another person. Our moms and dads all the time say, say thanks. Say thanks. Say thanks. And all of a sudden we say thanks for everything. But we don't put any meaning on this. It's just a thanks. I've lived here for 14 years, and one thing that really miss when I go outside, I go back to Brazil, it's like people saying, have a great day. Because it becomes a habit. It's nice to get that. But if you don't if you're just saying because it's a habit, so it's just like reciting Holy Father without putting any heart on it. It's just that. It's just something that you say. It's still nice. Please keep saying thank you. Don't get me wrong. But grateful is appreciative of benefits received. So you put meaning in this thankful, in this thank. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks. I really appreciate that. You can hear, you can see in the person's eyes that he or she is really thankful for something that you did to her. It's different. It's about what you put from your heart. It's about attitude. It's not just something that comes because mom and dad told me to say thanks for everything nice that happens to me. Can you see the difference? You just put yourself on that sentence, and that changes everything. Here, again, it's about us. Gratitude transforms a hardwired response into an intentional discipline. But life is so ironic. It takes sadness to know happiness, noise to appreciate silence, and absence to value presence. So it seems that we need to lose something in order to appreciate that. Meaning that what Spiritism says, we mostly learn by pain than by love. When it hurts, that's the time we come to a spiritual center. When you try everything and nothing works, that's when we come to a spiritual center. Just tell me, because I'm very new, I think it's 20 years, something like that, working and going to spiritual centers. I never saw in my life somebody that knock on the door and say, hey, I just came here to say, I'm having a great life. Everything is okay with my life. Normally, when somebody new comes, it's because they have some problems that they couldn't fix. And maybe this is the time to try something new. Well, again, think about your habit. Just because you go into the pastor's room to get something to help you, it's help. And help starts with ourselves, with our attitude, with our focus, without silencing our minds. Without this, it's just help. I love one, I don't remember which doctor was this, but he was talking about we don't need to cure the patient. We don't need to fight the patient. We need to fight the illness. We normally try to get somebody to heal from something, given medicine. So we're just attacking the outcome, not the root. We need to understand where are things coming from, where our focus shifts so badly that we allowed something that is not cool to happen to us. Gratitude, as a matter of fact, helps us to produce dopamine and serotonin. What's that for? Gratitude, the drug or the chemical of happiness. Serotonin, among everything that it does, it relieves the stress. And I don't know why I'm talking to you about stress, because I think nobody here is stressed, right? We don't live a stressed life. Nothing stresses us in our days. Just that, just by saying thanks, just by finding reasons to say thanks, that changes everything. And we have this power to produce that inside ourselves. Why are we going to buy in the drugstore? Because we don't understand that, or we don't believe that we have this power. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, and it's easier than we understand. Giving a single hug releases a lot of serotonin. A lot. It's fantastic. How many people you hug today, sir? How many people you hug today? How many people you hug today? How many people hug today? How many people can you hug today until the end of this day, sir? Look around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 2 kids like that, 26, 27. Mom and dad, 28, 29. Camera and assistant, 30. 30 hugs. 31, please hug me as well. 31 hugs, sir. A lot of serotonin. Just free for your hug. Why don't we do this? Why are we so busy that we don't do this? Let's hug more. Let's smile more. Let's be more grateful. We don't pay anything for that. Anything. Be grateful or lose your mind, literally. How complaining destroy your brain neurons. We need our neurons, and with some age, we start producing less and less. And that's why we go to the gym trying to produce more and more. We need our neurons. But if you start complaining too much, you destroy it. 7 scientific benefits of being grateful. You'll be more content and less materialistic. Why? You can be grateful for your Ferrari, for a Maserati, but all of a sudden this is going to stop. When you pay taxes or gas or something like that, this gratefulness slow down a little bit. But you can be grateful for the beautiful beach that we have around. You can be grateful for the rain that we had, that we needed. We so needed. Oh, but the rain just prevented me to do a lot of things. Yes, and maybe you didn't need to do it. But your lawn, the lakes around here, and the animals need so desperate the rain. So thanks for the rain, for the full moon, for the half moon, for the stars. Thanks for living in Orlando. Have you ever realized which city are you living in? This is a city that people come to have fun. They don't come to complain. They don't come to die. They don't come to heal sickness. They come to have fun. Look at the spiritual, the energy that this city propagates around. We are the lucky ones. We live here. Although there is a lot of cars keep going, and I-4 is sometimes you want to, get a little crazy. But we live in a great place, and we don't even pay attention to that because we are so busy. We're so busy for ourselves. We cannot be that busy. More empathetic and forgiving. I think we all can use this, right? Protects you from stress. Helps you to sleep deeply. Your spirituality is deepened. More fulfilling relationships and long-term happiness. Again, nobody wants to be happy, right? Nobody wants to be happy around here. So, what can go wrong if you start finding ways to be more grateful? What can go wrong? I don't see anything. Happiness isn't about getting what you want all the time. It's about loving what you have and being grateful for that. How many times we read in the news or hear that somebody lost a plane, got really mad about it, and the plane crashed. By the beginning, he was complaining and cursing his luck because I lost $1 million deal by not getting to Atlanta on time. No, you didn't lose your life. And $1 million we're not going to bring it back. So understand that what is written on the Bible, because one door closed, that doesn't mean that the others cannot open. As a matter of fact, there's another door. If you are willing to see it, if you are willing to keep your momentum, if you're willing to keep your positive attitude and energy, Whoever is an entrepreneur in this room knows about that a lot. Because there are times that your business is blooming, there are times they say, what just happened? And you feel like, it's not going to work. Well, it is. But you have to have faith, and you have to keep finding ways to be grateful. In that sense, whoever here ever pray or was grateful about sickness, about something bad that happens in your life? No, we don't. But what if this sickness is just to prevent you to mess up a lot more? What if losing this job will prevent you to don't get to a better deal, or your company that just fired went to foreclosing, and if you stay up to the end, you're probably not going to see any money because you're going to be in the middle of the negotiation. Maybe 10, 15-year tops, you can see a little. So that's always a way to understand things. And it's not seeing the glass half full, half empty. It's not about this. It's not HR mathematics. It's about what we want for ourselves. We want to keep looking at good things, want to be grateful for the things, or we just want to be whatever comes, because every day presents something different. If you focus on what you have, you will begin to see that you have more. And if you focus on what you don't have, you will always live in a space of lack. Make sense? That is always missing. It's always there's something missing in life. But if you focus on what you accrue up to this point, look back. Look back and think about yourself. Say, wow, did I really do that? Wow. 2 kids, 3 kids, beautiful family, job, living in a nice city, one of the nicest, if not the nicest city in the U.S., because of what I just told you. Wow, what did I do? I did a lot. So why keep focusing in the weed in the garden? Our sister Deborah knows pretty much what I'm talking about because her husband does that all the time. If you look at the weed in the garden, you don't have time to look at the butterflies, the flowers, the shrubs, the fruits. All you see is a weed. And guess what? Where there's one weed, you're probably going to find a lot more because you're looking for it. And what if you look to the other side? You're going to find a lot of flowers, a lot of butterflies, a lot of fruits, a lot of good things. You're going to live a happier life. You're going to keep going. You're going to strive. You're going to shine. It depends on your focus. All the greatest, all the biggest coaches in the world talk about focus. Where your focus is where your life is going. So every day it's going to. Every day you need to look and say, where is my focus? Where am I focusing in? Where? Is it good or is it bad? If it's bad, we always can change. If it's good, keep on going. You're doing a good job. Try to keep doing this every day. Don't think about what can happen in a month. Don't think of what can happen in a year. Just focus on the 24 hours in front of you and do whatever you can to get closer to where you want to be. Again, sometimes we are here listening, enjoying, and all of a sudden a preoccupation comes to our brains, our minds, and we start thinking about that. And just like that, we're not here anymore. That's us. All the time. We're going to watch a movie, thinking about how much coins I put on the parking meter. How much time do I have? You're going to dinner thinking about what you're going to have tomorrow. When comes Friday, instead of thinking about what I'm going to do on the weekend, you think about, oh, just 2 days to Monday again. This is a recipe to not have a happy life. This is a recipe for a stressful life. Instead of choosing looking at the good things, you choose to look at the bad things. And we never hear. We never enjoy the now. There's so many books talking about the power of now. The power of being present right now, right here. Whatever I can change, I have to change now. If I plan to do it tomorrow, something can happen. You know all of these empty chairs? Those empty chairs are filled up with people with good intention. They really want to be here. But the tire got flat. They had a stomachache. Oh, it's too humid. My hair's going to curl. Guys, whatever can be an excuse if you don't know what you want for yourself. If you're not focused in what you want. Whatever can be an excuse. And if you are here, remember yourself. Stay present. Enjoy. Think about, how can I use this in my life right here, right now? Because if you don't use it right here, right now, you go out, you go to dinner, and all of a sudden, what was the name of the speaker? That happens. More frequently than you can think. Especially in a corporated world. Start each day with a grateful heart. The gratitude I express sends out a powerful signal that activates millions of more blessings in my life. And there was another slide that I just remembered when I came here that say, when you pray, pray like your petition was already granted. Believe that you're going to get it. And, we don't do that because we don't want to get discouraged or frustrated. But, of course, keep in mind that if you are asking for a $1 million house, probably that's not something that is going to be granted the way you think. And if you're asking for patience, don't think that somebody's going to deliver a box with a little powerful mix that you just put water on, and all of a sudden, boom, you're Buddha. You're not even a peaceful person. You are the peaceful person. That doesn't work like this. You're praying to have patience. You're going to have a lot of people that are going to test your patience. So think about what you ask for, and think how you receive that, because we don't understand the way we ask. We don't understand the way we receive. Gratitude opens the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the universe. You open the door through gratitude. Deepak Chopra. Deepak Chopra was a doctor. He was the head of his chair on University in Boston. The University in Boston. Harvard. Thank you. And he was getting really sad because all he did after he graduated and have all his honors and everything was to give medicine to the body. Guy from India that was a higher in study of the Buddhism, and he gave him a book. And the book said, oh, this voodoo thing, and throw to the side. Well, he was getting to the airport. This guy was there again and talk about the book. It's like, okay, let's be, polite. Yes, I'm going to read it. He was going down the airplane, one book fell off of his suitcase. Which book was that? So he decides to read. And now he's doing lectures about this. He mix and match. Just because what was missing was the spiritual side to the medicine, to the science. Because one doesn't live without the other. You don't heal the body without healing the soul. You have to heal the root first. And gratitude is a powerful, powerful medicine. You may not see today or tomorrow, but you look back in a few years and are absolutely perplexed and all by how every little thing added up and brought you somewhere wonderful or where you always want to be. You'll be grateful that things didn't work the way you once wanted them to. That beautiful guy that you always wanted to be with. And all of a sudden you had the chance in that particular party. And by that day you woke up with the heaviest headache in your life. And you couldn't make it. Well, that beautiful guy could be the frog in your life. So if that happens, be grateful. Because probably save you a lot of troubles. That job that you couldn't make to, that probably will be a job that can make you really miserable working just because of money, not because of fun. There is a lot of CEOs, there is a lot of COOs and big guns. They are not happy. They work, they make money, and they don't have life. I see that every day. I have people around us that it's Sunday and they need to answer the phone in the middle of barbecue. And all of a sudden they disappear. Oh, they make a good money. But what about their lives? So sometimes, way after this thing happened, you're going to realize, wow, how lucky was I? Maybe that would be, a time that I accept something and I'm not going to be who I am right now. I'm not going to be as happy as I am right now. Progress is continuous and inevitable. By the same token, through divine law, the progress of the world follows the progress of the people with the same pattern and twists and turns, and in accordance with the free will of the individuals who make up its population. As spiritists, we know this to be true. Let us always have faith in all, and let us be kind to one another, doing and being the very best that to which our hearts call upon us. When you are grateful for being here, for having people around yourself that believe in the same things that you believe, that spend a Thursday night around here instead of going anywhere else. You understand the power of, belief, the power of faith. And if you want to give back, just be grateful. Because they're going to feel it. People will feel that you're grateful for. People are going to look in your eyes. I had a place that is dear to my heart because it was the first place that I was called to be a trainer. And a friend, one person from Brazil that works in neuroscience, I took her there after 3-4 months that I was not going there because I was not training anymore. And she looked at me and said, Peter, the way they look at you, they smile with their eyes. This is to be grateful. And I didn't realize that because for me it was, the way that I've met them. But when people smile with their eyes to you, you feel, and you reciprocate the energy. That's how it is. You plus gratitude equals happiness. Simple as that. Train your mind and your heart to see the good in everything. There's always something to be grateful for. Train your mind. Zig Ziglar. And how you train your mind? Just setting your focus. Where are you focusing in? What's going to be your focus today? What's going to be your focus when you wake up? That's how you train your mind. We can choose to be grateful no matter what. It's a choice. It's a choice and it's up to us. Gratitude can transform common days into thanksgiving, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. That is really powerful. But this is really nice. This is really cheer us up. But there is a scientific side to that as well. And I'm going to show you a short video.
Research shows that adopting an attitude of gratitude, simply expressing appreciation and being more thankful, can measurably improve your overall well-being. For example, studies prove that gratitude can increase happiness, reduce depression, and strengthen resiliency. Grateful people often experience reduced blood pressure, less chronic pain, increased energy, even longer lives. People who purposefully express more gratitude report higher self-esteem than those who don't, and they're more likely to help others, a pro-social behavior also linked to greater happiness. People who capture grateful thoughts before bed sleep better than those who don't. Why so many positive changes? Because gratitude actually rewires our brains, kickstarting the production of dopamine and serotonin. Like antidepressants, these feel-good neurotransmitters activate the bliss center of the brain, creating feelings of happiness and contentment. This appears to be self-perpetuating. Research suggests that with regular practice, you'll train your prefrontal cortex to better appreciate and retain positive experiences and thoughts, and to deflect the negative ones. Here are a few simple ways to deliberately cultivate that attitude of gratitude. Celebrate minor accomplishments. Think about what you have rather than dwelling on what you don't. Tell the people in your life something you appreciate about them. Tell yourself too. Volunteer, hold a door for a stranger, or simply smile more, and you'll probably feel better, as kindness and giving are connected to gratitude. Similar positive brain changes can occur from regular meditation and mindfulness. Keep a daily gratitude journal using an old-fashioned notebook or a high-tech app. The science is clear. Give gratitude a go. You'll be thankful you did.
That means that science is head-to-head right now with the religious, with the spiritism. They are just reinforcing what the spirits were telling us for a long time. But if the spirits come to us in 1800 and say, yay, look, if you're grateful, you're going to increase your serotonin and your dopamine. Really? And it won't make any sense. And now, because we are willing to understand a little bit more about things, that does make sense, and makes sense a lot. So, it's easy, as the video reinforced. It's just about we choosing every day. Are we willing to be grateful? Are we willing to go what we call me, me, me? It's not just about me, it's me, 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 me. So, my friends, in the end, just to wrap this up, gratitude is the best attitude. And that is a really old mathematics that if you attribute a number 1 to letter A, a number 2 to letter B, number 3 to letter C, and so far and so on, attitude is the only word that closes in 100. All the other ones doesn't reach 100. Attitude is the only one. So let's be 100. Let's have an attitude. Let's understand the power of gratitude, and let's be grateful for every single thing that we have in our lives. Look back and see how much you have, not how much you need to have. It's totally different. Thank you very much.